I'd like to tell you about a program that I'm offering, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to read, I've got a laptop here, I'm going to just do a little bit of prompting. So the program that I've designed is called FLOS, like flossing your teeth. And it's an acronym for the Founders and Leaders Operating System. What does this mean? So are you a founder? Possibly. Are you a leader? Definitely, even if you don't think you are. So what I say is the following. Here's the opening question. What if 5 simple daily actions became a real game changer in your life? 5 simple daily actions. Sounds quite simple, doesn't it? So if you're a founder or a business leader, there's a good chance you know the feeling. Cash flow isn't possibly as predictable as you would like. You need more clients, you need more opportunities. We can never really rest, can we, when it comes to marketing and connecting and moving things forward. We've got to keep the energy up, otherwise we stagnate. And you know that there are things you tell yourself you should be doing, but you don't for whatever reason. And often the urgent things take precedence over the important things. And I'll speak for myself, I'll probably speak for you, possibly speak for you, is that, I'll say something like, I've got to get to the gym, I've got to have that difficult conversation that I need to have, I've got to do that thing I've been putting off. And invariably there just is attrition and roll. So I've created something that I aim to change that energy. So like I said, it's called the FLOS system, FLOS. And in essence, all it is 5 actions every day, 5 days a week. That's it. So it's not more information. It's not another course. It's not a productivity tool. It's just a simple process of ticking off things that you can do in a very short space of time. Some of you might be familiar with, for example, a book called Atomic Habits. And Tiny Habits. There's another book and methodology, and in essence it says if we can just take small incremental efforts, they compound and accumulate over time. Albert Einstein said that compounding was the most powerful force in the universe. It compounds against you or it compounds for you, and typically that's in financial terms as well. So I've been doing this for years, refining it, tweaking it, trying it, coming back to it. And I think I've really settled on something that works. It works for me and it works for a number of people I've been doing this with, clients recently, and they have been reporting some really, really good results. So my inspiration is drawn from 2 stories on this. One is called the $25,000 idea, which happened in 1910, I think. Someone called Ivy Lee described himself as a productivity expert, and he approached the legendary business tycoon Charles Schwab, who ran the Bethlehem Steel Company, and said he had an idea that could make a difference to his business. He told him to write down 6 things that he needed to do the night before and start with the first one, and then move on to the second one. He would get distracted. He would come back. Even if he only did the first one, it would still make a difference to his business. And then he said, if it works for you, then roll it out to the people in your business. He did. And he said that it was one of the most powerful and useful business tools he'd ever come across. It was $25,000 in 1910. I worked out that that's approximately $880,000 US in today's terms. And the other came from a book called Win Business in 90 Days and Keep It Forever by Wendy Evans, who was in advertising, and she and her team worked out a system whereby if you kept in contact with people consistently over a period of time, business would boom, relationships would boom, and things would generally become a lot easier. And what she worked out, and it's part of the FLOS program, what she worked out was if you have 5 new prospects a day, or 5 old clients, or people you met at the petrol station, it doesn't matter, but you just keep chipping away and you send them a message. Maybe, she was known as the chocolate and flour lady because that's what she would do. But what I do is I just reach out to people and say, hey, how you doing? I was thinking about you. Here's an article. Let's have a coffee sometime. And life occurs in conversations. So you have the more conversations we have, the more results we produce. So those are my two primary inspirations for this very, very simple program. And, the key thing is it's not done in isolation. It's done in the collective. So what this program is online, and it's a WhatsApp group, and we check in each day. Did we do the 5 things that we said we were going to? And if we do them consistently, well, like I said, it's a compounding effect. So what are these 5 things? Now you can customize it for yourself. Mine are as follows. 1, meditation. I do 10 minutes of meditation in the morning. I do journaling. So I've been doing it for years, which is a really great opportunity to reflect and plan and improve and sharpen my game. The third is doing 100 press-ups a day. And also exercise. I tend to exercise pretty much every day. And then the fourth is learning something new for 15 or 20 minutes, a podcast, a book, preferably, a conversation to expand our learning. And the fifth one kind of is my favorite when it comes to actually generating income. Let's face it, we are in business, and whether we like it or not much happens without income. And what this is about is what I call KIT, K-I-T, keeping in touch. Keeping in touch with people. 5 people a day, 25 a week, 100 a month, 390 days. That's a lot of conversations. But the irony is, all of this stuff, if you went through your day and it went completely pear-shaped, you could do all of this in half an hour. Even just before, I sometimes do it even before I go to bed. I'm like, I haven't done my press-ups, I've only done 3 calls. And they can be banged out in a very, very short space of time. And remember, the real power of this is the compounding. So what I've learned over and over and over again is that a business without a steady flow of conversations eventually becomes a business without a steady flow of cash. 5 new contacts, old clients, people interested in what we have to do can change all of that. So imagine that, the compounding effect. And of course, the magic is doing all 5. It's the personal and it's also the business. So I'm launching FLOS on the 1st of September. The piece about the actual course that I'm reading from here is below in this video, and you can have a look. So please be in contact with me to sign up for it. I'm doing a launch price for the first month of 950 Rand, which is the equivalent of 95 in hard currency, whether it's sterling or dollars or euros. And that's a launch price. And then after that, it will go up to 1,900 Rand per month. And just think about it. 1 new client will wash its face, will wash your face in terms of the investment that you're making. And the group collective is what's really, really powerful. There are certain rules that or agreements that we have in place. Registration is starting from now, the 11th. And I've currently got at the point of speaking, it's 20 people on the actual program is what I'm looking at. That may go up, and I've currently got 7 places left. It's quite amazing how quickly these spaces are being taken up. And in essence, the guiding principles are show up, 5 things each weekday, report by 6 p.m. Keep it simple. It's just 5 results. No essays, no long stories. Support, don't distract. Wins and celebrations are welcome, but general conversation belongs elsewhere. Ask for help. If you're struggling, message me directly. Don't disappear. Keep your word. 2 missed reports in a month. In other words, 2 days where you just don't report. It's not about being a robot. It's not about doing everything you said you were going to, but it is about reporting, and that's absolutely critical. So what happens if you don't do 2 in the month, then in a very polite way, I shall remove you from the group and you can come back when you're ready to commit. So obviously if you paid for the month, you can see the month through, but we really want people who are going to show up with consistency, because honestly, if you think this is important, if these things are important to you and you can see that it's going to make a difference, and then you say, well, I don't have time, or it's going to take too long, then I invite you to have a little bit of a rethink about the nature of your life and your business. Because I think if we can't do these basic rituals have been in operation for ages, years and years and years, for human beings, whether it's praying or fasting or exercise, rituals work because the mind is a busy beast and can easily distract us and persuade us to do something else. And then I ask that you pay on time. So just pay, and then your seat is secured. I will add you to the WhatsApp group. Like I said, 950 Rand for September and 1,900 Rand thereafter. So that's the launch price. And then if you want to join, just direct message me. I'm in the process of setting up a payment gateway, which you can do. So, and it's just about getting started. 5 things every weekday, and let's see what happens in a 90-day period. And I intend to keep this rolling forward. If you know anyone else who could be interested, who'd like to have on it with you, then please let me know. Thanks for listening.